During this course, we're going to be working with features that are available only in ES6. And if you're not familiar with any of these new features, that is perfectly fine. I'm going to introduce them as we move through the course. But if you already know some of these features and you've tried to play around with them using this React boilerplate project, you probably noticed that some of them work, but a few of them don't. Let's go ahead and look at one example that doesn't work: the object spread operator. This lets you combine the attributes from multiple objects into one. Inside of app.jsx, we're just going to add a little bit of code. I'm going to create a variable object1 and set it equal. And all I'm going to do is set the name property equal to Andrew. We'll keep it simple. And I'm going to set the location property equal to the string Philadelphia. Go ahead and put in your name and location in object1. Now in object2, we're going to add one new property, age. And now I'm going to use the spread operator to add all the properties of object1. And doing that requires us to use 3 dots followed by the variable name, object1. So object2 should be an object with a age, name, and location property. All we're going to do to prove that is call console.log, passing in object2, which will print it to the screen. Now this is perfectly valid ES6 code if it supports the right features. Inside of React boilerplate, we can run webpack. And you can see that we get a really long error message. And if you scroll up to the top, the problem that Babel has is it doesn't know what to do with these 3 dots before the object1 variable name. Now, in order to fix this, we have to install another plugin that supports a few more experimental features. This is a slightly experimental feature, although it is going to be added into ES6 eventually. In order to add support, we can go over to the browser and head to babeljs.io and go to their plugins page. And on their plugins page, you're going to see ES 2015, which we already have installed, and React, which we're also using. There's also these stages, 3, 2, 1, and 0. What we're going to do is install stage 0. Stage 0 comes with all the features of 1, 2, and 3. And stage 1 comes with all the features of 1 plus 2 and 3. So in this case, we want everything. So stage 0 is what we want. And installing it is super simple. All we have to do is run the npm install command, pass in the module name, and then make one small change to our webpack file. So to kick things off, over inside of the terminal, we're going to install this module by running npm install babel preset stage 0. And I'm going to use the save dev flag, which is going to update the development section of my package.json file. Now that it's installing, all we need to do inside of Atom is add one item in Webpack config. We have our array of presets to use. We're going to add a third element that's a string and call it stage 0. And with that in place, we are done. We've installed the module and we've added it to Webpack config. So if I rerun Webpack, you can see this time everything works as expected. And now to prove it, I'm going to fire up the server using node server and head over to my browser. Visit localhost 3000. And I'm going to open up the developer tools by going to this menu in Chrome, going to more tools, and then going down to developer tools. Now we'll be exploring the developer tools a ton more in this course, but for now you should see something like this. All you're looking for is this console area, and you should see an object printed out. And if you expand it, you can see its properties. We have age, location, and name. So everything worked, and the object spread operator is now available to us using the Babel Presets Stage 0 plugin. That is it for this bonus video. Hopefully now all of the features you've come to know are available to you. And if you're not familiar with any of these, I promise we're going to be exploring all of them throughout the course. So don't worry, you don't need to take a separate ES6 course in order to take this one. All right, I'll see you next time.